Take two. Can you hear me this time? I don't know what happened, but even when I went and looked at the YouTube side of things, it was like, "Brah." It just had this weird robot-y sound. We are being invaded. Invasion of the jewelry snatchers. That's a whole nother movie we could do, we could make, right? Let me know if you can hear me this time. I went live if you're watching this later. I started the live stream and my audio was just like being really wonky, but it looks like it's okay on my end. So let me know if you can hear me in the chat if you are here. And I was sharing that I went to a garage sale today. It was the last garage sale that I went to, and I got two big things, but I got two things of jewelry, things, containers, and there is a mystery box that I'm saving for you as well. I spent, thank you, Beverly. Sounds good. She says, I spent $65 and I thought, you know what? Let me come live and let's go through it because it's been a little bit. It's been a little wink and a smile since we've had a chit chat and a good old-fashioned jewelry go through. So we're going to look. I have the jewelry cam set up so we can look at the jewelry together. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my screen because I have a new setup. So I'm still getting used to all of that as well. So let me know how you're doing. Did you get out? Did you go garage selling today? Did you do all the fun things? I'm trying to figure out, how do I switch it back over? I was going to switch it full screen over here. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I did it. All right. I'm trying to figure it all out. So I've got all of this beautiful stuff and all of this in here as well. So I have also got, just in case we need it, I have the loop, I have the magnet, and I've got a little bit of rubber glove action over there, just in case we're going to get up close and personal with any of these pieces of jewelry. And by that, I mean prostate exam. No, we're going to test them to see if they're gold or silver. All right, you went to some estate sales. Yay, through the moon. Yay, through the moon door, I should say. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you, Perla, for being here. And let's see. Oh, Beverly, thank you. Okay, let's dive in. I'm so excited because it has been a little while since I have gone live and done a jewelry unboxing. And now I'm blurry. I have a new setup, so y'all bear with me. Let's just focus on the jewelry. We'll deal with the blurry later. So there's a lot of earrings in this haul. Let me see if I can be tiny in the corner at least. Okay. I want you big and me little. Can we do this? Can we do it? How do we do this? Pardon me while I'm playing with my. I want to be little. I know that there used to be a way for me to do this. No, I need it the other way. I want me. Okay, forget it. Forget it. Let's just get started. All right. So starting off, this one actually I noticed was broken after I got it home and started looking at it. I was like, dang it. But that happens. I was in a bit of a rush and I was like, okay, I want to get this stuff because honestly, I had to go to the bathroom. And I was, oh, these are not even the matches. Hang on. I got to find a mate for that. I didn't mate them up first. There it is. So that is a mate set there, a pair of earrings, I should say. And when I was looking at these, one of the things I like to look for are the posts. Look at that. This had two backs on it. Dun, dun, dun. And you might be asking yourself, but why? Why have two backs? The answer to that question is, I don't know either. Maybe one of the backs was not holding it straight, and so they popped another one on there, but they didn't want to lose the fancy back. But what I like to look for is a gold post, and then this also has a gold backing on it. So I was kind of like, ooh, could it be gold? So my first check, I'll tap it with my magnet. See, is it magnetic? It is not. Is it? No. But I like when I see that the post is also gold because that kind of like clues me in that there's a chance that it might be magnetic. I mean, gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look a little closer with the loop on these pieces, on this one in particular, because honestly, if this is gold, I won't care that that's broken because it will get to go in with my jewelry scrap. And I'm trying to see, it looks like some little scratchies on there, but I'm going to need to come in closer with the loop. And then I'll also look, I also forgot to put on lotion. I usually put on lotion for you guys so that my hands aren't too rough and tumble for you. I don't see anything there. Okay, so let me take a peek with the loop and see what I see. Did you find anything good at estate sales when you went to estate sales today? Looking to see. Okay, I do see something there. 1 second. Wait, it's upside down-ish. Ish? It looks like a J. So this does say 14K. It's either JAW or S. No, it's a J. JAW, like jaw. And it says 14K on it. So fantastic. All right, so what I'm looking at here, these pieces, not that one, are 14K. Let's check that backing too. So that backing is probably 14K as well. And because, can I talk and grab lotion? It's going to bug me. Coming to grab lotion. All right, because, oh, thank you so much, Martha. I'm going to lotion up because my hands, I'm like looking at my cuticles. I'm like, oh my gosh. I have lost weight. Probably in the last year, I've lost about 50 pounds or so. So got a little more to go, but hey, I'm not going to turn my nose up at some weight loss. You know what I mean? My kids are getting, solo mom, all that fun stuff. I'm like, I need to get healthier. I need to take care of that business. And I turned 51 in 2 days. Can you believe it? Happy birthday to me. 51. So I have another little container here that I'm going to put the gold into because I want to test it, first of all. And second, this will go in with the gold scrap, but I will test it. Then this just loose mate or earring back. It's been a little bit. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? I've been doing this forever. But I haven't gone live in like a month or so. All right. So next up, and like I said, I wasn't sure. I was really kind of in a rush because I needed to go to the bathroom. But I was heading home and then I thought, okay, one more. Just one more. And so that's what I did. So I didn't really go over everything. So this earring right there, you can see, the post, that's some dried lotion, is not gold. So likely it's not a gold pair of earrings. But what I can do is see if there are any maker's marks on there. It's funny because on my video that I put out yesterday, I was sharing some of my solds, and I sold some unmarked jewelry. And it's funny because when I do videos like this where I do unboxings and I'm like, I think I could probably get $20 for these earrings, or I think I could get, blah, blah, blah. I think I could get however much, and I'll throw out a number. And so I'll get some people that'll say, you're dreaming and you're misleading people, and you shouldn't be telling people that they can get that much for jewelry. It's not vintage. It's not marked. There's no way. And so in my video yesterday, I'm like, $25 for this random brooch and 30 blah 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 for this brand, like unnamed bracelet. Like, so it's just, oh, balonies. Why limit yourself? That's what I say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Wanda. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. I attribute it to deciding not to grow up. That's my choice, right? I choose to not grow up. All right, so we've got these, and they're really cute. So they might end up just in my jewelry box. Might be a little catch and release. Oh, take note. I did get a question yesterday. They're like, why do you always wear the same earrings? You have so much jewelry. Exhibit A, not my star earrings, but I like to wear them. It does mean we're dating, Julie. Yep. Good to see you too. Wink. All right. So these might end up in my jewelry stuff. Because look how cute. Those are cute. I look like a business lady ready to go to a meeting in the boardroom with my clicky heels. Coming in. I mean business. Board business. All right. Sorry. I'm having a good day. I'm in a good mood. So, all right. These earrings Also, as I look at the backing and pull that off, pull it off. There we go. The post is not gold. And I know there are some people that will share like, oh, it can still be gold and have a stainless post, but can it be gold and do this? Like that? I don't think so. But there is a cartouche there that will have the maker's mark. Let's see if I can focus it in a little more. This is a job for the loop. And you'll make out, oh, that looks like Napier, doesn't it? So that's Napier. These are starting to feel too shiny for me to wear, but they're Napier. And so I can sell those for sure. I need a separate, that's what I didn't do, is get a plan B for things that I'm trying to make a pile. I'll make it over here. Pile over here. Yeah, how much you get is what someone will pay. Exactly. And I shared yesterday too that somebody messaged me about a tree skirt that I sold. And I had 2 tree skirts. They were Fallout themed tree skirts. And the person, and I have them listed at like $200 something. And I know it's high because somebody might pay it. And there weren't a whole lot up. So, and the person was like, I have one and I want to know what you sold your other one for, because 200 something seems crazy. And yeah, I didn't end up selling the first one for 200 something, but you never know. Let's see if I can figure this thing out again. I'm going to play with it one more time. No. All right. It doesn't want to do it. All right. So let's take a look at these. I wasn't sure because when I was looking at these earrings, they're really lightweight, which can be an indication like, okay, they're light for their size, so they could be gold. Because a lot of times like base metals are a little bit heavier for their size. Another thing that kind of clued me in is that the post part is flat. You see that? It's like a flat wonk. But I'm not seeing, and I haven't used the magnet yet. I'm just telling you my thought process when I am looking at stuff like this, so that if you're looking at stuff, maybe you can thought process it like me or not. All right. So look, not magnetic. One, it says, remind me again, if it sticks to the magnet, not gold. That's right. Wait, correct. Yes. If it sticks to the magnet, chances are most likely it's not gold. I have to put that caveat in there because there are rare exceptions where it can be gold and magnetic, but it's just a matter of the other metal that's mixed with it, depending on how much gold is there. But I would say safe bet 99% of the time, if it's magnetic, it's a good rule of thumb. It's not going to be gold if it's magnetic, like this puppy here, not gold. But it doesn't mean that it's for sure gold if it's not magnetic. So it's just like the next, a little tip, like, okay, test number 1, magnetic, no. Test number 2, let's look and see. And I see, you can see, looks like there's like some kind of little scratchy right there. So let's get, or is it just my imagination? Ooh, there was somebody that had record albums for sale at their garage sale, and I wanted to get some so bad, but they had crazy prices. Well, prices I didn't want to pay. We'll just put it that way. Oh, yay. Okay, I see a mark here. This says 10K. There's something in front of the 10K. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Yeah, I can't read what else it is, but on there it is 10K. So these are 10K. And again, we can test them. How fun, because now we got a 14K and a 10K. So if we test them, you could see like the magical acids and how they change for both of those. Oh my gosh. Okay, so already we're doing pretty good with the is it gold stuff. All right, another, oh, that's not a mate. I was telling the lady like, oh my gosh, you've got so many hoops. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm trying to find the mate for this. This is a job I could have done before I went live, but you know what? I didn't do that. I was just so excited to come talk to you that I couldn't wait. Look. What would you have done? You would have bought them all too, right? And I almost just said, let me buy everything. But there was a lot of stuff there I really didn't want. And I already have so much jewelry that it's almost embarrassing because I need to list. I have more jewelry than I could list probably in a lifetime. I think I found a match. Okay, there we go. I found a match. Allergies. I'm going to hide myself and wipe my nose because my allergies are going crazy. Okay. Classy hoops. Yes. Oh, wait. I'm missing some people in the chat. Thank you so much, Molly. Thank you, Julie. Let's see. Okay. So, oh, U-turn. Oh, I missed that part that you saw that. I saw that, but I didn't see a U-turn 66 on June 6th. And June is 6, so you'll be 6. Thank goodness not 666, right? 6666, right? There we go. Okay, so when I saw these, once again, I saw the post part was gold, and then I was like, ooh, mystery hole in the bottom. So that let me know, well, I thought they would be gold. Look at that. Okay, so we are magnetic. Let's ponder this for a minute. Why drill a hole in the bottom? Well, I mean, why have a hole in the bottom anyway? But why? Unless there was something hanging from them at one point. Do you guys know? Is this look, there's another hole over there. And there's another hole over there. We can make up a really fun story about how these earrings were kind of like a genie's lamp. And somebody was like, oh, I hear something inside this. I need to figure out what it is. And they drilled holes. Or if you ever watch the Great British Bake Off, there's a fun blooper. And it's not exactly a blooper reel because it's in the show. But you could probably look it up where Prue, if I'm going off and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, Margaret, bear with me. Prue is one of the judges, and she's talking about filling an eclair. And she's talking about how you have to have a couple holes and you're drilling and to squirt in the cream, and because you want to see the cream pop out of both holes. And the way she's saying it is very, and so Paul Hollywood and they're all just like trying to hold it in because she's not hearing what she's saying. Anyway, so maybe this is for filling with cream, and it's like a gold eclair earring, right? Okay. As we do that and not really get to the bottom of why there's holes in this earring, let's see. I'm confused because I really did think these were gold. Let's see if we see a mark on them. Okay, I do see a mark. Oh, they're Napier. Okay, Napier, I've got a bone to pick with you. Let's write a strongly worded letter from Texas Gal Treasures family. We want to know, inquiring minds want to know, why? Why are there holes in these earrings? Maybe they're a conversation starter, but then you'd have to get close to somebody's ears to find out, right? All right, still doing pretty good. We've got so far 2 pairs of gold earrings and 2 pairs of, the other was Napier as well, 2 pairs of Napier earrings. Ooh, all right. So once again, these earrings are super lightweight for their size. You can, you can't feel that, but they're really, really lightweight for the size. And then you can see that the etching in them is also like gold. And then once again, we've got the flat post. So there were so many things for these pointing to gold for me, which is why they ended up in my pile. And then we want to look and see if we see any, I see some etching over there. Once upon a time, I would have been able to read that. Only, no, I wouldn't because it's not an etching. It's dirt. Once upon a time, I could read dirt, right? Okay, I don't see any marks unless it's under the dirt. Let me look at the other one. I don't have any wipes to wipe my fingers off with right now. So I don't know if I want to scratch at that. I don't see any marks. Curiouser and curiouser. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to start looking at these end pieces on the finishing. And I know that's not the right word. Oh, The holes are for draining water if you shower with them. Okay. Okay. I think I like the genie idea better though. Is that okay? Only wrong answers, right? That's what we should say. What are the holes for? Wait, I think there is a 14K right there. Hang on. It looks like it's kind of rubbed down. Maybe. So what might end up happening is I'll just test them because I really do feel like they're gold. But I don't know where the mark is, but we'll test them. How about that? Let's move on because we want to test, right? What do you think the holes are for? Only wrong answers. But really, though, what are they for? You think it's for draining the water? Possibly. I mean, I guess so. Do you shower with jewelry on? I'm trying to think if I do. I actually have been wearing this necklace for a while now, and I haven't been taking it off. But I don't sleep with my earrings in. I did one night, and I was like, it woke me up in the middle of the night. I think they're gold. Bruce, there you go. Gold is soft. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Burgundy Mist. Awesome. Oh, one. Oh, happy birthday to the baby. So these I did not think were gold. They're very heavy. And this part was not gold either. But let's see if there are any maker's marks. I don't see any maker's marks on them. And let's check with the magnet just for, there's that. But I just thought they were, again, classy hoops. And I thought, I might as well get those because those are fun. Sometimes people are like, I want some classy hoops, but I don't want to be all like all the other ladies with just plain old hoops. I want some that look like knockers. Not that kind of knocker, but like a door knocker. Anybody home? Not today. Okay, hang on. And as I've said many times, if I were looking at this jewelry by myself, it would probably get way weirder. I like to make up stories and have fun with it. I know there's another one for this. It might just have to wait because I don't want to spend too long digging. There's the mate for that. Okay, I know it's there because when the lady was tallying everything up, she was making sure there were mates for everything. So once again, you can see the post is not gold, but I really liked these. Let's see if you can see better. It's kind of like this chevron textured look on them. I don't see any maker's marks, but I just thought they were pretty. And so I threw them in with a lot of other stuff. She had so much jewelry. Should I have bought it all? Maybe I should have. But I didn't. No regrets. I'm serious, y'all. I can't even tell you how many pounds of jewelry I have down there in the basement that I need to get through. What do y'all do? I have some things that I've bagged up to make lots. And I don't know what it is about me. I can't seem to get them listed. All right, I found the mate for that. And I have them sorted by like necklaces, bracelets, things that I don't want to sell solo, but all right, so these again, not gold. And you can also kind of see on here on where some of the gold tone is rubbed off a bit. So that's another tell. And then I see on the back an S, looks like an SC. Are my eyes right, or is it more dirt? Let's see. SC. What is that? Oh, is it Sarah Coventry? That's Sarah Coventry, isn't it? Sarah Coventry. We're going to go with that. But those are cute, right? Once again, if I were wearing these, I would constantly get my finger caught in them and just rip them out. I worry about that, honestly, with the hoops too. Because if I'm messing with my hair, I'm blurry again. Let's just ignore it. That, or if somebody was wearing these, I have a friend named Erin. I'm just picturing my friend Erin. If Erin was sitting across the table wearing these earrings, I would have my straw and I would have the paper loose on the straw, and I would be trying to like blow my straw paper through her ears. And you know what? She would be on board with that. I have a feeling she would be like rooting me on. You can do it. Pat, pat, vibe. So I'm pelting her in the face with straw paper. However, she's very environmentally considerate. So she would she wouldn't fuss at me, but she would pick up all the paper and make sure that we recycled it. That's for sure. So environmentally conscious, I should say. She was doing a cleanup at a cemetery today for Memorial Day. She's such a good person. Erin, if you're watching, which you're not, I'm so glad I know you. Okay, I'm going to find the mate for that one. Look, another genie has escaped. This one has 3 as well. Let's call Prue and find out. All right, but these I knew, I kind of was hoping they were gold. One, they're lightweight, but I knew from the finish because you can see how super shiny gold it is up here, but here where probably the person was grabbing it to take them on and off, where it's raised, you can see where the gold tone is, it's kind of rubbed off. But in my heart of hearts, I was like, but maybe just this once I'm right. That sounds wrong. Maybe just this once I'm wrong. No, I'm frequently wrong, but maybe just this once I'm right. Now, are they Napier like the other pair? Oh, let's see. Yep, these are Napier as well. So on the post, you probably can't see it. It does say Napier. So even with that little bit, it's not super bad with the finish rubbed off a little bit. I think I could still sell them. Maybe if it would give them a little polishing, a little shine up. All right, so we've got some gold so far, 3 pairs of gold to test and a number of Napier and other things. All right, let's grab, ooh, look at these. Okay. These are copper clip-ons. Aren't they so pretty? They look like coat buttons. They look like something my great grandmother would have had on her coat as her coat buttons. But aren't they pretty? I don't know. They would blend right in with my hair, wouldn't they? But I like them. So I'm not 100% sure what they would sell for. Clip-ons kind of sit for me, but I really think these are fun and cool enough that they might actually sell. I wonder if you could probably use them as shoe clips as well, or if people aren't wearing dress clips anymore, and it's kind of round. Yeah, 2. Oh, there we go. I could be Lando Calrissian, if you know what I'm talking about. Like he's always got, and now I just need a cape, right? I have these. And then because Lando's got so many capes from Star Wars, I have my cape on. But isn't that cute? That actually is kind of cute, actually. Okay. Okay, stop looking at my buttons. Okay, I'm going to move them. I don't have a cape on, so it didn't work. All right, so there we go. Those I will sell or keep to play with for myself. All right, then I have this brooch, and I just thought it was really cool. Looks like a rampant. At first I thought it was a lion, but it looks more like a wolf, doesn't it? Do you think it's a wolf or a lion? And then there are little like faux pearls, and there's a little red stone up top, but it looks like the one on the bottom is gone. But I didn't care because it was really cool. Hang on, I think my chat might have froze. Okay. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. It's not a bear. Its legs are too skinny. What do you think? Set it down. Focus. I feel like I need to get that light closer. It's a wolf. A werewolf. And he's got one of those party blowers in his mouth. Or else he has a really curly tongue. One or the other. I'm going with party blower because he's just excited about the party, I guess. So there's that. Isn't it? It's so unique. Why does he have such a curly tongue? Unless his father was a wolf and his mother was a butterfly, who have very curly tongues as well. Yeah. Cool. I don't know what that will sell for either. And I don't see any kind of marks. Oh, we didn't do the magnet test on it. Wouldn't it be cool if it was gold? But I don't think so, based on the not really pearls in there. But it was just magnetic. There we go. It was being magnetic. Now it's not. I'm wondering if this is the piece that was pulling to the magnet. Like that? Because the other parts of it do not appear to be. Oh, wait. There we go. We've got a bit of magnetism there. That's interesting. That's not a mark, is it? No. It's a Scottish dragon. I'm looking at this dragon now too. Oh, I got it. It poked me though. Is it a dragon? I guess you might be right. That would make sense, right? It doesn't look like a dragon though. But I believe you. Well, I don't. What do you think? I mean, we could always throw it into with the testing stuff. However, let's look at this post. Let's throw it in with the testing stuff. If it's not, you'll get to see what happens when something's not gold or silver. All right, another pair of earrings that I did not think were gold. I mean, yeah, actually gold, but were pretty. And so I went ahead and got them. I'm trying to see if I see a mark in there, but it might be on the post. It really did poke me when it fell. I don't see a post. It's made to look like a coat of arms. Yeah, I joke around, and sometimes I think people think I'm really dumb. Not that I'm saying you do, but I'm like, there are things I know, and then I just like get goofy and silly. I know things. I do. All right, maybe I should say what I think it really is to start, and then joke around. Yeah. So there were I have the watches somewhere else. There were a couple of watches that she had that had little bezel things to swap out. So you don't really need to see those, I suppose, because they don't. I have a kiddo who likes watches, and so that's going to be something my kiddo is going to look at. All right, next up, we've got this pair of earrings, and this is interesting because I have a pair very similar that were my. I got lotion under my nails. Ew. That were either my grandmother's or my great grandmother's, and they looked and felt a lot like this. They look and feel a lot like this, only they had the omega backing, which I'll show you in a minute because I feel like there was a pair that had the omega back. If you know what I'm talking about, it looks like it would be a clip-on back, but it's not, and it has this like loop thing to hold it on. I'll show it to you in a minute. But and the ones I have that were my grandmother's were gold. These, I don't think so. That snapped to the magnet really quickly, didn't it? But a lot of times if you find them with the omega back, that's a good sign too, because a lot of really nice pairs have that. You can see there's a little bit of dark coloring down there by the base of the post, maybe where the base metal was soldered on. But they're still really cute. I don't see any kind of maker's mark, but they're nice. So these are a pair that I will also sell. They kind of like squished croissant, like that. Okay, then I've got this little pearl brooch, and it's a brooch and a pendant. So that's cool. Trying to see if the clip is, there it is. It looks old the way the clip is facing. Does it have a C clasp? And I see some kind of mark right there. Let's take a peek at that. It's dark. Hang on. Can you make that out? I can't make it out. Okay, let's look. RT. No. Wow, I don't know. KT. Oh, no, it's 12 karat. It says 12 karat gold filled. 12 karat. Okay, 12 karat gold filled. Now, do you think these are real pearls or not? I think they are. Yeah. I know people say don't do that, but you know what? I think that should be my theme. I do what I want. I do what I want. It works for me. I don't know. So yeah, interesting. Okay, cool. That is one that I will sell. I don't like it though. Rubbing them on the teeth. All right. Then we've got this. I'm trying to see, do we think that this is a piece of enamel? Like, is it enameled in there, or do we think it's really a, onyx or something, right? I like this kind of Greek key style along the side. And I mean, part of it starts to look like it's silver, but then when I look at the back, that makes me think maybe it's not, just the way it's textured on the back, because it looks like they've done some sort of finish to make it look tarnished. You know what I mean? On the back. But it's not magnetic. And I don't know if I see let's see a mark in there. But we could test it all the same, even though I don't really, my gut tells me it's not. But look at this. My gut tells me this one is. And it has holes too. 4 holes. Oh my goodness. So this one looks tarnished. The color of the tarnish is weird to me. So I'm wondering if it's not sterling. Bung. Look at that. So I don't think so. Because the coloring on this tarnish, it's almost like kind of greeny yellow in spots. So that kind of made me think it's not totally sterling. So I'm not sure now. What do we think? I don't know. But it did look pretty good until it hit the magnet, right? What do you make of that? If those of you who know about silver and tarnish and things like that, when you see a piece that looks kind of silver, but then there's kind of that telltale orangey green to the tarnish, what is that chemically? If you know, do you have any chemists in the house? I need to know chemically what's happening there, because I don't know. Anyway, but we can put that with our other probably not silver piece to test. And let's see. Okay, here's another pair right here. And this one also has the gold post. Let's check with the magnet. It is also magnetic. Do we think they're Napier as well? The person had a lot of Napier. These look so good though. I felt like they would really be gold, but they're not. Because a lot of times when you're looking at the post and they're, when they are gold, but then they're not gold, you can see where the backing has scraped along it, but these look really good. Maybe they just weren't worn a lot. But those are cute. Those are not gold though. Let's see. All right, here's another piece that I was like, maybe it's silver. There's something on the back, which I'll need to get off. And then here we go. This one is silver. So I see the 925 right there. 925, and then it's got this brass cross. So that'll be good because we can compare the other silver pieces when we get to the, how long am I at? Okay, well, I got to pick up the pace. All right, then we've got this really pretty, probably a citrine in there with this little sterling pendant. That's really pretty. Need another light. I got my new space up here so that I could try to get better lighting and better video quality, etc. But I think I need another light to come hit the jewelry on this side. So once again, these are a pair that I thought they're going to be gold. And see how that one's bent because gold is soft, right? Like Naomi was saying in the chat, they are soft. And it's too easily bent. So I'm like, okay, not magnetic. We got some steps in the right direction. Do we see any? I see something there. Is it dark? Or do my eyes deceive me? Let's see. No, it says something. This one, MA14K. All right, so we've got another pair of 14K. Yay! All right, so this will go in that to be tested. I'm trying to move a little quicker. We have a few things left, but not too many. And again, this one, well, this one I see writing on the post right there. But then at the same time, I'm seeing along the edge, I was saying a minute ago where they look gold, but then you can see where it looks like it's been rubbing off, right? So even when I was looking at this in my pile, I was like, oh, I don't think those are going to be gold. And look at right there where the post goes in. You can see it's green. Ooh, is that the starts of verdigris? Probably got some copper in it. Who needs a chemist? Psh, I got this. Let's say, because there is something written there. Let's find out. Monet. All right, so those are Monet. Honestly, because of that, the starts of verdigris on there, I don't know. I don't want to put it with the rest because that's what that is. It's that copper coming through and starting to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not tarnish. There's a word for it, and I can't think of it. Somebody in the chat will tell me and help me. I can't think of the word. All right, so there's another one. There were a few pieces like this that were really pretty sterling pieces. And that looks like smoky, oh, I'm going to say it wrong. Smoky topaz, smoky quartz. Which one do you think? You'll probably know better. Smoky topaz? I know there's both, but I don't know that they look the same, and I can't think of it right now. But look how pretty that is. It looks like a little snowflake in the center. So that's another silver piece there. And oh, there's a hiding one. So we've got another pair that look gold, not magnetic, super lightweight. It's got the flat, and I can see the etching on it already, or the stamp, I should say. I always say etching because it just looks like little scratchy marks from afar. And what are we looking at here? 10 karat. So those are marked 10 karat. So we can test those. Okay. Then look at. We haven't talked to Cameos in a while. Look how beautiful this is. All right. I did a Cameo. I need to revamp that video. I did a Cameo tutorial video ages ago about how to date a Cameo. And it's not just taking her out, showing her a good time, but based on the way that like the chins are or the noses, and being able to tell, is it laser cut or is it hand cut? And with her having like a curved chin, I'm telling you these things, but I can't remember all the details about what does that mean for her age. But because she's got more of a curved chin, it means she's probably a little older. However, her nose is a little pointed too, but her hair is beautiful. And then we've got all these little teensy pearls around. And let's flip over. So you can see it's a shell Cameo as well from the back. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I just love it. I had forever, I was selling them, and I'm like, oh, now I just keep them. I have quite a little collection. I don't think it is gold based on, you can see the back where the gold has rubbed off, but it is still a very lovely Cameo. Maybe I'll sell it. I just love them. I just think they're so unique. And I don't have one that looks like her. Look at her hair's all piled up on top, and she's got a little curls at the back. Got it going on, girl. I've had some where I was like, oh, honey, what happened? Where they just look a mess, right? Oh, thanks. The holes. Oh, wait. The holes may be, I'm not going to try to say that, have been for a very thin chain that was going through it and lost. Just saying, true stones that got lost. Oh, could have been. I'm sorry. It was just like probably a typo thing. When I do voice to text too, it's pitiful. So here I've got a torque. I want to zoom out one of these numbers. And I thought that it might be silver based on the tarnish. Yeah, I feel like I need another light just right over here. And I have one. I just have to set it up. But we're still getting everything situated up here. When I say we, I mean you and me. I don't see a mark on this though. So let's check it with the magnet. It's not magnetic, but I really do feel like it's silver. Let's look one more time. I'm trying to work it in there so you could see it. I'll just look. Yeah, I don't see a mark, but we haven't put anything. Okay, we haven't had anything on the head yet, but I feel like I don't think the elephant's going to work for me though. I'm not an elephant kind of girl. I need like a tiger or something. That's too big. I need something. It wouldn't be a hole if I didn't put something on my head, right? Or would it? Would y'all be fine without? Look here. There we go. Oh, it's backwards. Dang it. Sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry. There. Okay. All right. I need clips to hold it in on my head. No, it's not working. All right. But we'll test it because, again, what am I looking at? Dang, I got to move it. We're going to be over an hour. I was trying to keep it under an hour. How much is 24 karat gold worth now? It's high right now. I really need to go through my scrap stuff, truly, because gold is high right now. Higher than it's been in a long time. Or it was the last time I checked. Which means if you're selling anything gold, double check the price that you've got on it. All right, so there's this necklace, and there's a gold scrap calculator that you can go. This one's even better. However, I'd have to fix my hair around it. Gold scrap calculator, and you can go figure it on there as it changes. I'm trying to pop this open. I was hoping it was silver, but I really don't think it is unless it has a finish on it. But based on the back, that mesh, probably not. Probably not. So let's look. I don't see anything, any marks at all. Okay, let's check with the magnet. It is magnetic, but I just thought it was such a cool necklace. Kind of like a snake got run over. Poor snakey. It's cute, right? I like it. Are you guys afraid of snakes? I'm not afraid of them. I mean, I don't want to come across one by accident. But yeah. All right, so these are really fun. They're lions, which give that kind of Elizabeth Arden. Where's the other one? And then they have interchangeable hoops on them. And that one's plastic, but this one is stone. What is that? Because it's not malachite. What do you make of that one? That green? And then we've got, so it came with a few different ones. And yeah, pretty cute. Let's see if the back has any kind of name, because it does look like that Elizabeth Arden lion, but could be some, could be Versace, right? Versace's a lion too, isn't it? Wouldn't that be something? Now we're talking, but I don't see any kind of mark. I'll have to do a Google image search, I think, to find out. Let you know. Throw a name at me. Okay, so there's that. I'm trying to zip through the rest so that we can do some testing. Then I have these little twisty hoops. They kind of look like a wreath, right? And there's the back. I don't see a maker's mark on those, but not gold. They're quite heavy as well for their size. But just for fun, there we go. And one more set of, well, I said one more. I see another one in there. I was trying to get through all the hoops. I had a lot of hoops here. And then these are heavy for their size. They're quite big and puffy, and they're very heavy for their size. But they have a lot of other things that made me think that maybe, well, never mind. I mean, as much as I like these hoops, they're so heavy. Look at that, though. They wouldn't be terrible. Oh, but they would pull on my earlobes. They had a lot of things making me think they might be gold. And I was like, man, if they are, that's a lot because it's heavy. All right, let's see if I see any marks. Nope, I don't see any marks, but they're pretty fun. I think they're a pair that could sell. I feel like that would just be so distracting. Do you think? What do you think? I don't know. But they're too heavy. So just forget it, Margaret. Forget about it. All right, then look at these. They've got a fleur-de-lis and a crest with, looks like a little lion, something else, some corn. Maybe that's a turtle. It's not. I don't know what it is on that one, but that's another maybe fleur-de-lis. But we'll go with corn. Somebody's shucking the corn and then feeding it to the lion, and the lion is saying, give it to the turtle. I don't want it. I'm not a carnivore. I don't eat corn. So, but isn't it more fun just to make up a story? Don't you think? All right, so these were just fun. They're not gold. They're not marked. They are magnetic, but they're fun. So I had to get them. I think they'll sell. All right, let's look at some of these brooches so we can break it up. Look at that one. Isn't it gorgeous? Just a really pretty rhinestone brooch. I don't know. I know that there are ways to identify other makers based on the back of brooches, and that is something that you would think I would know, but I have never taken the time to learn, and so I don't know on this one. If you know, let me know. If not, I can find out. I have a jewelry group. If I try to post and ask, they're like, tell us what research you've done, Margaret, before you ask us. Like, I have to follow the rules too. Okay. Dang it. All right, then we've got this one that, again, I thought maybe, but I also, it's really heavy for it to be silver. And then it was kind of dark in the garage, so I couldn't tell. Now that I'm looking at this, it looks kind of like an enamel in there. Tell me what you think. But yeah, it's still pretty. Oh, thanks, Chris. Oh, hey, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi. But I appreciate you commenting on my videos and stuff all the time. I do. All right, and it kind of has this cool bamboo edge, but it's still pretty cool. So some of these oh, that's stone, but look, oh, it's got a big chip in it. What do we think? Sodalite? I'm looking to see. Usually sodalite has a bit more white. Let this have white, and then the lapis will have gold, kind of gold flecking. But this one has some black banding in it. It also has some white, but I don't see any gold. Where are my stone people at? What do we think? Do we think it's sodalite? It doesn't look like that, though. I mean, we know it's that color through and through because there's a big old chip in it. But, okay. I need my stone people to help me with that one. I'll have to look it up. Then we've got this locket. And this one I knew wasn't silver, but I just really liked it a lot. Nobody's home. Oh, I normally knock. Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home? Clip. Nobody home. Okay. There. Have to do the whole shebang. But it was a cute locket, so I thought, why not? And then she kept telling me that this was garnet. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think they're just glass. Because, I mean, I don't have my tester out. And she was saying, oh, these are garnet too. And they match that brooch. And I didn't want to be the one to say, they're not garnet. They're check glass. They're glass, right? This is Austria on the back. But they're really pretty. That doesn't mean they're not like gorgeous, but they're not garnet, So, hello. Oh, there's a new app for identifying rocks. I feel like I may have it. Hi, Kimberly. It's one of those things that I always forget to use. But these are really gorgeous, even though, they look like ruby glass, right? Yeah. So, but I didn't want to say. She was very, very proud of it, and she was like telling me she thought they were her mother's, or they were her mother's. Gorgeous. Hang on, my camera is doing it again. It's misbehaving. I'm trying to hurry so we can test the gold and silver. Then this one is gorgeous. This looks like Art Nouveau, doesn't it? And oh, look, it might actually be. Look, because we've got a C clasp. Once again, I didn't look very thoroughly, but we have a C clasp, and the C clasp, depending on the clasp, depending on the length of the post, and as long as it's not been replaced, it can really, the brooch does look like garnet. I have one that's silver. Oh, okay. Well, I'll look at it. The reason I didn't think, here's another one. Tell me your thoughts on this. The reason I also didn't think it was garnet is because usually when you flip it, but you know what? You're right, because it does have a C clasp as well. And look, here's the demonstration of that. This hinge down here, the way that the C clasp is, and then the length of it, the way it comes out farther from the, watch them be garnet. I'm like so wrong. You guys, you know what? I could be totally wrong. This on the clasp says 14K. My gem testers are over there. We may be pulling out the gem. I'm going to eat my words. And tonight when I'm saying my prayers, I'll be apologizing to that lady for disparaging her. I didn't disparage her. I was just like, I don't think so. This one's marked Austria though. Okay. We will. How about that? We'll test them because my tester. You're right, Deborah. Thank you for saying that. Because then I pulled it back out and I was like, oh, I see something with scratches right there. Oh, it could be something really fancy. Okay. Thank you. All right. And I have no problem being wrong, especially when it's up for something like that. Right. All right. So this is another one that I think maybe silver. It just, when I see like these little, like that. All right. That is pulling on my magnet, but it's still really cool. It's a really fun piece. It does look like silver though, doesn't it? But they're worth a lot. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Deborah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I have a couple more things over here and then we'll start the testing. We'll let the testing begin. Look at this butterfly. Isn't it sweet? I just absolutely fell in love with it. The little blue stones and the pink. Let's flip it over and take a look. So here's the back. What do you think about this? Let's get the magnet out. Is it? I can't. It's slightly, it's pulling on it, but isn't it so cute? This is one of those, it's like, I just want to look at it. I don't want to sell it. It's just so pretty. It makes me happy to look at it, right? Let's see. Deborah, like, I've learned everything I know from you. Watched everyone. Oh, thanks. I need to go back and watch my videos. I have some things to learn. I must have forgotten. But it's worth testing, right? Oh, this is so pretty. Just look. I just want to sit and stare at it for a second. So cute. Okay. I love it. I'm going to put it where I can still see it. Right there. Then this was one that I was like, oh, I hope it's amber, but it's not. Again, it's that look kind of like silver, but it's not silver. And again, maybe I'm wrong. I don't mind. And then, this was one that I think we had to make for it. But look at these. These are cute. This, it's kind of like on a metal, right? And isn't that pretty? I just thought they were really pretty. I don't think you could kind of see them on me. Those are cute. Okay, almost. Couple little things left here. And then, I have to show you what's in the box over there too. I teased the box at the beginning. These, hang on, we're caught. I thought maybe are silver, but the way they're tarnished, I'm not sure. What do you think? Let's look at them with the, maybe they're silver. I'm looking for that 925, which I'm not seeing. Maybe on the other side. Hang on. I don't see a 925 on them. They almost have a more like a pewter look, or something else silver. But maybe not. Gosh, I'm off today. Something, it was like, I don't know if they're really silver. And they feel kind of powdery. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to put these with the test to test the silver too. A couple more, and then we're going to pull out the testing stuff. It won't be too much over an hour, I think. So that I can see. Oh, I always say we. I guess you're here too, right? These are Trifari, so another good vintage brand. And these are hoops that have been, had a fun night on the town. And they're like a little wobbly, like so. But they can still sell. Look at these. Oh. So we've got okay, give me the blues. This one's not a topaz. This is something else. We can test it because we'll have the tester out here in a second. But they're more, what's the one that's a little more aquamarine? No. They're more purpley blue. And then we've got marcasites all around it. So what do you think? Those previous earrings look like haliyashi. The metal ones? I'll have to look that up. These, they're very pretty, aren't they? Are haliyashi marked? Is that what that says on the back? I don't know that brand, so it's something I have to. It looks like something is scratched on the back of it. So I'll definitely Have to look them up. The little metal ones. Okay. Oh yeah, trying to learn the marks and the dates. I don't know how important it is. I'm going to say that. It might be controversial. Don't tell that to the Trifari people. They'll come and get me. And if you're just selling them, like, do you need to know the year they were made? I guess you could put it in the, but I don't know how much I would focus on. But that's just me. All right, thoughts on these? Put in your bets before we. Some of the stones I just have to test because I can't. On some I can't just eyeball it. And then these look like maybe silver, maybe not. I liked the open work on them. And they're not magnetic. Okay, last little bit, and then we're gonna. I see some like black specklies on the post. So I don't think they're silver, but since we're hurrying along, we'll see. And then there was this one solo earring, and I was like, I wonder if it's a diamond. So I threw it in there because it does have a gold post. But yeah, there was only one. There was no mate for it. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get it. Let's see if it's gold. And then when we'll pull out the tester and we'll test it too. I don't see a mark on it though. So magnet, save me time. All right. Yeah. Never mind. It's magnetic. All right. Was that it? Okay. Let's look in the box and then we'll start testing. What do you say? Dun, 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 dun. Am I blurry? I'm still blurry. Hang on. I'm going to try to trick the camera. It's not tricked. All right. Here. She said, this is why I have a camera down. Okay. Let's flip it over. She said that she got these in Hawaii. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. So we've got, is there only one earring? Nope, if the other one fell over here. Let me pull back a little bit so you can see. Isn't it gorgeous? Focus, please. There. They're so pretty with the green stone. And I feel like I look this up every time because I'm like, what is this light green stone? And it's got the dark green freckles in it, right? Send me a message, Deborah. Email me, and we can figure out a price. Yeah. But yeah, every time I have to go figure these out again because it's green, but then it's got the other speckly green in it, and I don't know why my brain doesn't just remember. And look at these little freshwater pearls, aren't they sweet? So sweet. Okay, let me grab. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let me grab I'm going to grab the gem tester so I can plug it in because it has to like wake up before it wants to participate. And then we can get the gold and silver testing going. And then we'll test the gemstones. Oh, wait, I didn't show you this stuff. Dang. You don't mind, do you? For a sec. We're here for jewelry. You don't mind. I forgot I had this other little box. I'll just go through it real quick. So, I don't know if that's, we've got another silver pendant. We've got these malachite earrings. And we've got a tiger's eye. And then we've got this cloisonne. And then this is a faux pearl with cloisonne. I feel like I already rubbed this on my teeth. Yeah, those are faux. But they're still really pretty. And I think, what does that say? Japan or Korea? Oh, I've lost the loop. There it is. Here we go. Oh, that says silver. Okay, cool. See, I guess I need my cheaters. Looks like maybe vermeil. So that's what's in this little box. And I'll pull, where'd that other pendant go? Oh, I already pulled it out. Okay, so there was this little pendant and this little pendant. And let me grab the magnet. Nope. Yep. So that one is really pretty, but magnetic. And then this one, this is gorgeous. Do you think this one's gold? What do you think? I am not sure. So let me see. I see a mark in there. Down, I can't really see it. See it there, but I can't tell what it is. Let me look on the hook. See if I see anything. Well, we'll just put it in with the testing stuff because there's little stones there we could test. That's fun, right? Okay. Let me move this over here. And let me grab my gem testers on the other side. So let me grab it. I'm talking. You know, I haven't abandoned you. Not abandoned. You know what though? The hook is over there. Not the hook, the plug. I don't think it'll reach over there. Oh, gold and amethyst had matching earrings. Okay. So this is a Presidium gem tester. Adventuring. There we go. That's the green ones. Every time. So this is the Presidium gem tester. It's a pricey little piece, but when you need it, and nothing else will do. So I'm making space up here. So let me plug this in real quick. I wasn't sure we were going to do this. I had everything else ready, so I didn't think about getting the gem tester set up. That's okay. All right, let me plug it in. One moment. Plug is over here behind the table. Ah! Fell on my foot. I'm trying to hurry. I hate to leave you just staring at the wall. Okay. I'm going to need another extension cord. My new office area. There we go. Okay. So let's do some testing with the gold first. And because we're using acids, there goes the magnet. Because we're using acids, we want to make sure that we have protection for our hands. I just thought I want to put something else down on my mat. I have a how do I want to do this? Got a tissue. Put it down. Not sure how effective that will be, but that's okay. I got a mat to put, let's share here, there, on my table to keep things from clacking so loud. And I'm worried that the acids, if it gets on there, that it's going to eat through my table mat. All right, those are my acids. And away we go. Let's start with the gold, shall we? All right, so I've got these earrings first. And the way I do it, let me pull out a little so you can see. I'll make multiple lines and then I just line them up like so. So I remember which line is for which earring, like so. So let's do 3 at a time. And I'll take my earring, try to find a place that won't show. So I'm going to use the back part of the, and I'll make a line like that. I feel like that's not focusing. There we go. So I'll make a line. That's a lot. And technically this piece this would be counted as 2 separate pieces, but we're just going to go with one for now. My nose is itching and I don't want to touch it with the gloves. All right. Oh, Catherine says those Holly Yashi earrings are on Ruby Lane. Oh, yay. I'll have to look them up and see what they're going for. Thank you for letting me know because I had no idea. Okay. I'm worried this is going to be really screechy. All right, so then I make this mark with that pair. And then this was the pair that was marked 10K. So these 2 are marked 14K and this one's marked 10K. All right, I bet I can get one more on here. Let's do these. These were also marked 10K. So I'll do these at the bottom. I could probably do more, but I don't want to get mixed up with which is which. So again, oh, hang on. Catherine says sold there. There we go. Sold there, but bought I bought a necklace yesterday. Nearly fell out of my chair when I did a comp. I need to find out what this is. This is all new for me. Okay, so looking at the ones that are marked 14K versus 10K, you can almost see a difference in the coloring on the scratches. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to come through with the 10K acid. I'll find my 10K. Because what will happen is when you go in with the 10K acid on 14K, it'll stay put, right? You should still see the line underneath. And same thing with the 10K. So the gold line will stay there and it won't vanish. So you see, focus please. Hang on, I can't get the button to go there. Here we go. So you can still see the gold scratch underneath. Oh, this actually works out because then I can slide it. And that one you can kind of see it still. And that one you can for sure see it still. Okay, so then what I'll do is come through with a 14K. And if they are 14K, again, the line should stay put. Come on, bubble. 14K. Line stays there, but take a look what happens when we hit it with the 10K. So 10K, look, that one's kind of going away. Suspicious. But with the 10K, when you put the 14K on it, and this is why testing is so important because stamps are cheap. The person that is stamping that gold or not gold could just stamp it with whatever, because these right here, I'm looking at that 10K mark I can't see it anymore. But then look on these, the 14K is still there. I'm gonna look again. Still says 10K. That hasn't changed, but it is getting lighter. Okay, so on the 14K earrings, the line's still there, but I'm going to just show you what happens. So if I go in with the next level up, which is the 18K acid, then it'll vanish. Get off there, bubble. So the 18K will make it vanish for sure. See, now it's gone. Totally gone. So those are 14 karat. These are 10 karat. But these I'm like, I don't want to get too close to the acid with my actual face. I guess you can kind of still see the 10K under there. I'll have to do a little more. I'll have to test those again later. Okay, so then that's cool for those. We had this other pair of earrings. Let me set this on top of that over there. Okay, so those are yes. Then we had this one that I didn't see a stamp on. Where's my? I still see the acid's on here a little bit. Let me get that off. There we go. And I know there are some jewelry people that are like, you're doing it wrong. That's fine. Okay. So, thanks, Naomi. She says, that's a cool process. I'm trying to get this dried off. Make sure it's totally dry. What time are we looking at? I'm going to have to leave here in a minute. Okay. So, we're going to hustle through this one. There's that one. And then we'll do this. This is very heavy, even though I don't think it's gold. Ah, screech. We may have to hold off on the silver because I do have to go somewhere with my kids here in a sec. All right, so let's do but we'll do the gem tester for sure. Where's the 10K? I should have left it out. There we go. So focus, please. And then, the stone. Yeah, because the testing kit comes with just like a teeny little square. I just went on Amazon and ordered another one because the little tiny one was just not good enough. All right, so I've gone in with the 10K. Hang on, focus. It's not cooperating. Here we go. Hmm. 10K is not making it disappear, which fine. I could see it on this one because I didn't look it over very closely, but that is surprising for this one. It's kind of going away, but even the scratch on this one doesn't really look gold. It looks more silvery. So let's look with 14K. Yeah, that one. I mean, I don't understand why this is not going away on the 10K, unless it's like a, no, it's kind of going away. No. Okay, so I see 14K is still kind of there. Let's go for the 18K, which should probably, I mean, most of the time you'll find 14K. I'm looking at it there. Okay. I'm guessing it'll probably vanish with the 18K. Yeah, see, gone. Let's hit this with the, if it's on this one with 18K, I want to show you that though. With the 18K, I will show you that with the silver piece. Okay, this one was silver. So the problem that I had with this, the black stone, when you use the silver, let me show you. The kit comes with a silver acid, but I never use, where is my silver acid? I never use it because the silver acid will make it turn red. And it's really hard to see red on a black stone. So the other trick, and I've heard that on some of the other, I think I hit myself with the acid. With some of the other testing kits that are out now, this doesn't work. But if you use the 18K acid, it will make the silver turn kind of like a silvery white color. See how it's kind of flaking silvery whitey blue color. So, and then if you have an unglazed piece of white tile, not the, like say you have a tile, not the side that's shiny, but the back side, you could use the silver with that. So see, and this is the silver acid, and you can't tell because it's, yeah. Oh yeah, so much easier to see, right? With the 18K. Yeah. I'm still trying to get used to testing mine. Oh yeah, totally, totally. Okay. Let me wipe this down. Let's get this gem tester going. And then I gotta get, we got somewhere to be. Okay. Trying to see, because I don't want to set this on the desk. All right. Move over, bacon. We got something leaner. You remember that one? What was that a product? What product was that? Move over, bacon. We've got something leaner. It was like a fake bacon. What was that? What was the product? There we go. Okay. Presidium gem tester. Here we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I plugged it in, but I forgot to turn it on. Great job. So we got to wait for this to quit flashing. I'm going to try not to unplug it because it's kind of stretched. Yeah. Test the Yashi with the gem. Is there a gem in there? Oh, I guess there is. Okay. I have a few old silver plated, still turn blue. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's something too that I could probably do a sizzling bacon. That's right. What was that made of? What do you think? What I wouldn't do to find out what was really in sizzling bacon. Okay, let's do this. All right, we've got it going. So I'm going to calibrate, make sure it's calibrated. It needs to go to the almost there. Okay, it's not fully calibrated. Give me a second. All right, it's not going to the glass. Oh, are we going to have an issue today? I don't have my thing out either. Okay, so because it's not fully calibrated, I am still going to go ahead and poke the pieces, and it won't technically land where it's supposed to, but at least it will land not on glass, right? If it's a stone, because if it's a stone or not a stone rather, it'll just hit glass or it won't move. So with this one, which is this yellowy stone, which we thought was like a citrine, I need to get it, like I keep saying that, I need to get a light over here. Hang on, I think I can brighten this up a little bit on here. You can see. So yeah, this one is hitting where the citrine is down at the bottom. So even though it's not fully calibrating all the way over, it's getting there. Okay, I may just need to wake up some more. Poke them. I'm going to poke them. All right, so here is the one that was the Holly Yashi. If I'm butchering the name, my apologies. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to get this where you can see everything, is I'm just going up and down vertically onto the stone. Here we go. Is it moving? This one is a rounded stone, so it's a little tricky. It is kind of moving, but it does look like it's landing on glass. But it's, I mean, since it's not calibrated, maybe if I calibrate it, because you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Just past the glass, that first line is garnet and tourmaline. So still not fully calibrated. So this is something that I could come back and see after calibration, after full calibration. All right, we've got this one. What did we decide? Smoky quartz? Smoky topaz? So this one is, can't see it. It's landing kind of on that quartz line, but again, it's not quite, but you can see it's not topaz because topaz is way over here. So it's probably quartz on that one. Okay. And mine might be garnet, but it's like I said, mine isn't fully calibrated. So there's a chance. We'll find out when we do this other brooch here. I'm saving it for the last. Okay, then we've got this one with the bluey green. I think that one. And it's going over to topaz. So it could be like a blue topaz in that. But again, I keep saying it's not calibrated. But we'll come back and look at that. We got the little purpley one, which could be an amethyst. Yeah, it's landing. If you see, I don't have a way to point. Why have I have a finger to point with? Yes, I do. So it's landing kind of on that line that says quartz, amethyst, citrine. Cool. I wonder about these little clear. Are those clear stones or is it just metal? Sometimes I'll pinch metal to look like a stone. Can't tell if those are little chips in there or not. Turn over. We'll find out real fast. There we go. So those are little diamonds in there. I'm trying to get it where you can see both, but it's kind of hard. Yeah. So those. If you hit the metal though, it like, yeah. See. Ah, get it. All right, last one is this. We'll know if it moves, then it's probably garnet. But look, so sad. Oh, we didn't test this one for gold, did we? We'll have to come back and do that. Look, it's not even moving. So this one probably is just glass. We're working. Bummer. Oh, I was getting excited. Okay. Okay, so there is that one. Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so glad I was able to come on live. Hang on, let me look at the right place here and share what I picked up today. We got some really cool stuff. I'm going to have to come back and finish the silver to test, and I will make sure my gem tester is calibrated so that we can go after this again. And I forgot to test that one because it is marked 14K, but I don't know. We'll find out. All right, I have got to get out of here, but thanks so much for hanging out. And if you're watching later, make sure your notifications are on if you're like, please, I want to catch you live. All right, I will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great evening. Bye.